things first, I want to give a shout out to Shaver Time World, 27326 Grand River. It's actually where I picked these octanes up to test them out, or actually, I mean, of course, I'm purchasing them. It's a really nice store. There's not many of these type of places around anymore, where you can actually just go shop your wares instead of buying them on Amazon or from the internet. So as you can see, we did copper pair. I think they were roughly about $350, something like that. And yeah.
I'm a bit confused because.
So right here, you're going to see I had some issues with the compatibility of the guards from the 76. Oster 76s to this new Octane, but you'll see it kind of worked itself out.
Fits the 76, fine, but does not fit the Octane. It's like literally just coming.
I've had the 76 blades or guards for years, and more or less have pivoted away from using the 76 for probably some of the same reasons. A lot of people don't use them as daily drivers. A little more weight than people are liking to contend with today. It's kind of why we're giving these octanes a try, hoping to get all the benefits of the old rotary 76 clipper, but with less weight and of course the freedom and flexibility, styling, freedom and flexibility cordless lithium-ion power clippers offer. So yeah, that guard issue kind of worked itself out. Right now, as we speak, I kind of took those guards back to Shaver in Time to get them tuned up and cleaned up. I want them in optimal condition. I don't want them to inadvertently wear out this brand new clipper because they are not oiled and lubed and sharpened up and ready to go. So what I probably will be using mostly from my old Oster 76 lineup is I found a 3 3/4 guard, I believe, and then I have a 3.5.
I got an old number 3 3/4.
3 3/4.
From my 76.
Here you'll see I'm initially giving them a little lube, but as I said, thereafter, as of today, I've taken them back to Shaver in Time to get that guard, running nice and smooth. I really don't want to risk,
but I want to essentially
any damage to this brand of clipper by having a guard that's not running optimally.
See how well, because this is a significantly more clipper guard, obviously, than number 1 and the double.
Here shortly we're going to get onto the shop and put this new Octane through some
with the
hair,
Oster Octane.
put it through some drills, if you will.
So,
and
see how well it manages.
I can tell you now that
this, hopefully,
I feel mostly at this point that the clipper is delivering on the on the important issues and the important how can I say, the important aspects of hair cutting that I essentially bought the clipper for. As I said in the unboxing video, it's essentially a role player for me. At least that's my approach to this particular clipper.
Let's see what we get.
Obviously, you have people who I've met them over the years and seen other guys on the internet who will essentially try to work exclusively with a detachable clipper like this, doing all their fading and just about anything they would do with any other clipper.
Maybe this isn't a 76.
I've seen, you know, people swear by it more or less, but
Attachment.
I'm typically a guy that's gonna restrict this type of clipper to role playing, removing bulk, potentially cutting in a first step, even if that first step is triple aught, and I really want to get through it with some expedience, a more powerful clipper than perhaps going with a maybe a trimmer or 5-aught motorized clipper like I kind of have going on here. Actually, I don't know, that's just a wall detail. So here I'm going through, at this point in the video, I'm kind of just sharing where I am in my daily approach to haircutting. These are my daily drivers as of late. These are getting swapped out over the next couple of days, but most of these clippers you see here is what I've been using maybe about the last year, maybe even 2 years on a daily basis. This here is, of course, the Andis cordless. Over here we have the detailer. I picked this up at a garage sale for $5. It's the old Andis Styliner. Wall Senior cordless. So here I'm actually starting with that Andis Master cordless, and you should be able to appreciate when, well, the difference essentially between the loudness of this clipper, and shortly hereafter I'm going to pick up the Octane. So I'm doing some tapering on this young fella's neckline. Then I'm going to move into the Octane, and you should discern that there's a significant difference in the sound. That's kind of why I've moved away from that Master. Unfortunately, I love the power of that clipper. I was really smitten with it initially, but as time went on, that clipper got really loud, and when I went to do kind of like some research in terms of the marketplace and feedback, I was kind of seeing other people complaining about the same thing, and I haven't really, you know, looked into it lately, but when I had looked into it, it was the feedback I was getting was that essentially it was something that was you just stuck with it. Just, you know, no one was finding any remedy. But that could have changed now. In all fairness, I don't really know. Maybe they've resolved that issue somehow, but I don't know. So at any rate, this Octane is much quieter, and I'm looking to rely upon it for many of the roles that I had previously relegated to the Andis cordless Andis Master, doing freestyle, cutting over comb, removing bulk, just where I need power and flexibility, maneuverability. It really is another art to use cordless clippers. It's transformative for the art of hair cutting. And right here, I'll share a little bit about my history. I've essentially been cutting hair. I am 50 years old, and I've been cutting hair basically since I was probably about 11 or 12 years old, maybe even a little earlier. At about that time, I became essentially the family barber, and also were cutting friends and neighbors' hair. I didn't actually get licensed and get the professional designation of a barber until much later, but it's just how long I've been cutting hair. So yeah, these cordless lithium ion powered clippers are a game changer. As you can see here, I'm using some clipper over comb technique to do some blending, and it's just so liberating not to have the cord. And in this case also, it's worth noting that these clippers are significantly lighter than what you might alternatively have in a rotary motor-driven Oster, like the classic 76s or the model 110s. I'll say this also. I hope to maybe do an update in a year or so, because what I've noticed with, or what I feel I noticed with the Andis Master cordless clipper is that there seemed to be some diminishment of efficiency, and I don't know if I would need to change the blades, but it just, it seemed to not cut as well over time. So.
MDT knows a lot can happen in a second. 1 second you're happily single, and the next second you catch a glimpse of someone who you don't want to be.
In this shop that I work, where I'm working here, I often tell people this shop is almost like a Tower of Babel, in that we service the full spectrum of hair types and cultures. And yeah, I enjoy that. That also gives me, well, let me just say this. Basically, my tools have to be able to handle all hair types. And yeah. I may not have said that the right way, but. So guys, here, I just want to share some other updates on what I've been doing lately. I've really gotten into honing and sharpening old straight razors, putting them into service again in the shop. I must be honest, I haven't gotten to the point that I feel, I got about 8 or 9 of these pretty much vintage razors. I usually find them at estate sales and maybe garage sales. And to be honest with you, my best efforts, I would say, I get some that, to cut pretty good, but the gold standard, of course, is these injectable razors that, we can get from just about any place, online or local stores. And what I mean by gold standard is that, here's one here by Feather. The only thing I don't like about these razors is that if you don't want to be a single use, and that would be very expensive. If you just, every time you shave a neck, you're gonna replace it with a brand new blade. So it kind of cumbersome to get out and sanitize and ready for the next use. I feel like it's a little easier to do that with a traditional straight razor. So that's why I've been putting some time in trying to figure out the straight razor. Here is a clipper I bought from a garage sale, actually, and I'm going to test it out. I only spent $12 for this clipper, which included clipper comb attachments. I thought it was quite a bargain, and they actually perform superbly. I was really impressed, and so some of my coworkers. Goes to show that you don't have to always go broke to do this business, to add something nice to your clipper repertoire, your clipper collection. So actually, what I wound up doing is those daily drivers I had hanging on the wall. I think I had a home cut wall and a 50-year-old Andis Master that both of those I probably found at a garage sale. Took them to Shaver in Time and got them tuned up and sharpened up and put them back into service. Kind of keeps things interesting with haircutting, testing out different tools and see what's still good, and as far as vintage, and yeah. So anyway, we're back to putting. Oh, okay. I still have the garage sale clipper, the $12 set. I think those clippers retail for about $90 or $100. They're by Wall, but yeah, so this garage sale clipper, what I was saying earlier, is that I'm going to replace those other, the Wall home cut and the Andis Master corded. Both of those were corded. I'm going to replace them with this corded clippers, and I'm really happy with how it's performing right now. Hopefully I don't get a dramatic decline or cessation of efficiency in a short period. Sometimes that just happens. You know, you get a pair of clippers, they got this crisp sound and knocking the hairs, you know, across the room. Just sounds beautiful, cuts beautifully, and a little bit of heat and a little bit of service in there. Not working the same in a couple of months, but hopefully these will hold up. Thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the video. Bye now.